Good morning. We are at our, like, I guess second day, but first full day and only full day for Brian's birthday weekend bash. We're at Pop Century and we're actually gonna walk over to Art of Animation to have breakfast this morning. But check out all these birds. This is kind of crazy.
We're on the movie set of The Birds.
Uh-oh, yikes. So come along as we head over to Art of Animation. We're in the 80s section right now. We're actually staying in the 90s building behind us. And if you haven't seen, we actually have two different Pop Century reviews. We have a review that's on the actual resort as a whole, and I think included a room tour of the original style room. And I will try to link that over here. And also, I can't link it right now at the same time, but we have a video of the Pop Century renovated room, which is the tour from last week's video, but with more details and our opinions on it. So check that out as well. Here's the giant Rubik's Cube for the 80s building. They have this cool trail that goes all the way around Hourglass Lake on this side, and you can get a nice little walk-in if you want to, and this time of the morning it's really, really nice. And you can see Art of Animation right over here. Here's the 70s building, which is when Brian and I grew up, and although he is turning 35 today on his birthday, yeah. So you do that math. And he likes the mood ring over here. I had a mood ring, did you?
I don't know.
I did, you know, it's like a toy, but it worked. It changed colors. I don't know if it actually told my mood or not, but it definitely changed colors. All right, now we've moved on to the 60s. Brian likes yo-yos, I know that. Pretty neat. So we're still working our way around Hourglass Lake, and we're coming up to the bridge where they're doing all the Skyliner construction, so we'll check that out. All right, this is funny. We walked up and I had a moment of panic. I thought we couldn't cross the Generation Gap Bridge. You can see the crane for the Skyliner, but thankfully there's a little sliver of the bridge still open.
So this is new from the last time we were here, right?
They didn't have all of this blocked off. They had a little section blocked off, but not this much. Cute sign. So I don't know if you guys have seen, and by now you probably have, but they're apparently going to have it look like characters are in it with you. It's kind of cute. So I guess this is what the final hub here will look like. It's pretty neat. Here's the Art of Animation Resort. This is the Nemo Suites. We stayed here one time. It was awesome. And it's pretty cool. They've put up some New Balance running trail signs, and we've definitely seen a lot of runners today. We came over here to get a better look at the construction, and Brian was laughing that they actually have to say no swimming because, you know, there's all this construction going on, and this is not an attractive shoreline to want to jump in the water. So this is the best view of the construction right over here on the Art of Animation side. I mean, if you were over at the 50s, you could see it as well on the Pop side. And due to the lighting, I know it's not going to show up well, but there's really not much to see. It's still a platform in the making, basically. There's no structure yet, so this looks a ways off. People keep asking me if I know when it's going to be done. I think I've heard rumors of 2019 when Star Wars Land opens, but I really don't know. I don't think anyone knows at this point. I love the theming in the Nemo Suites. And we didn't stay in any of the other suites, but they have amazing theming too. We've walked around, and the, what is it, the Lion King and also Cars Land has really cool theming. Like, even the landscaping is meant to look like seaweed and things you would see under the ocean. And unless they've changed it, in the big blue pool over here, they have basically Nemo music and Nemo and his friends talking under the water, which is pretty neat. We actually swam in it. It was really cool. We are headed into Landscape of Flavors. We have eaten here before, but it's been a really long time, and I'm actually not sure we've ever had breakfast here. Over in this section, they've got some platters and some sort of muffins and sandwiches. They even have grab-and-go sandwiches right over there. This station has create your own omelette, breakfast sandwich, egg white frittata, and a vegan scramble. This has some French toast, vegetarian breakfast sandwich, and some other breakfast sandwiches and French toast. This section has character-shaped waffles, bounty platter, and they also have smoothies over here. Brian is getting the made-to-order omelet, and they are making them right over here. And I'm actually getting one as well, but it's gluten-free. Also, just like all the other quick service, they have grab and go. Here's my gluten-free make your own omelet, and I put almost everything except the spicy stuff, and I didn't get tofu in it. And I got the gluten-free hash brown instead of a biscuit.
Cheesy eggs. I mean cheesy taters, right?
Cheesy taters? I don't know, I'll find out. And then Brian got the traditional make your own, and that's vegetarian with tofu in it. So I'm curious how you like that. Have you ever had tofu in an omelet before? We finished our breakfast at the Landscape of Flavors Art of Animation. I can't speak for Brian, but I didn't love mine. I think I like the food at Pop better. The potatoes were super greasy. The omelet was okay. It was just okay. It wasn't bad, just wasn't great. So here's what the lobby looks like. Pretty neat lobby, and I love this light fixture. Here we are at Epcot for Festival of the Arts. We're here early. We got up really early because of our work schedule. We're on our work clock, and so we're waiting to get in, but pretty excited about the festival. They're letting us into the park about 30 minutes early, but they may queue us up ahead, but it's still nice to get in early. And the pass holder entrance once again is golden. People are still coming in droves, and they're still queuing right up here, but I like how they do this so at least the lines don't back up, you know? Like those lines can get really, really long before when they didn't open early. There goes the monorail. Now they have the Jaminators out front while people are waiting to get in. So we've been standing way back here right in front of this the whole time, and the crowd has finally backed all the way up to us. First ride of the day.
Enjoy your ride.
Thank you.
It also brings with it the dawn of great school of drunk people on Sunday. A flashing but really trained with the all over the known worlds of the future. Travel as fast as possible, and travel the incredible explosion of innovation we call the Renaissance.
Alright, here they come.
Mickey's on the other side. What? Hello, pals. Welcome. Alrighty. Hi. Action. You're the star. You're gonna get your own Walk of Fame like Minnie. I know, so excited. Oh no. It's a movie with a twist. What do you mean? You grab his arm? Alright, right over here. And wave to all your fans, Goofy. Hi!
So that was super magical, and I have Brian, the birthday boy, to thank for it. I can't remember if we mentioned today, but today is Brian's birthday. Happy birthday!
Happy birthday!
So...
Turned 35.
Oh yeah, that's right, we did talk about it. So anyway, Brian noticed Baymax had 0 weight, so we went and got a picture with him, as you saw. But then I was like, well, let's check across, you know, because right across from us, the
What's it called? The character
spot with Mickey, Goofy, and Minnie. At least today, I don't know if they swapped them out. And that was awesome, but what we couldn't believe is if the line was out to the door, which we've seen it, out the door, that would be so long, because there was no one, there was like one family in front of us, and we were in there at least 20 minutes maybe.
Just to get through the characters.
Just to get through the characters.
So many lines within the characters, you know.
Well, and then of course there were people with children that were having issues and stuff. So I mean, it takes time. So yeah, I can't imagine waiting in that really, really long line. So we were gonna ride Journey into Imagination with Figment.
Smell, touch, coochie coochie coo, and taste. Taste my chicken.
Who is this?
It's Figment.
Figment? I thought I told you not to interfere.
But TNT, you can see things differently. Sure, you can see with your eyes, but imagine what you could see if you used your imagination. Imagination really comes around. It's down right up and upside down. Doc, it's exactly what I imagined. Imagination is the brains of the house.
We're headed to Living with the Land next, and I have a fast pass for it, but we have a feeling we won't need it. It doesn't seem horribly crowded this morning. I'd say it's medium crowds so far.
It's hard to say.
Well, it is hard to say because we haven't been to any headliners yet. I guess we'll see what the Land Pavilion looks like.
Been used to make flour for baking. That make up our everyday diet. The common grains grow in here: wheat, maize.
My favorite, the fountain. The show's not going off right now, unfortunately, but always beautiful. We're gonna head into Mouse Gears next. I want to see what kind of 35th Epcot merch they might have left. I pretty much got everything I wanted except one thing that came out after the 35th, and I also want to look at the Festival of the Arts stuff. They do actually have a ton of the merchandise left, which I'm not really surprised because a lot of it came out after the festival. Like a lot of this stuff was not there the day that Epcot turned 35. And this is the tumbler I want, so I'm excited it's here. And here's some more shirts that at least I don't remember seeing. They might have been there, we might have missed it, but they've definitely got a lot of Epcot 35th out still. Beautiful view over towards the America Pavilion. This is perfect weather. This makes me want to come in cooler weather because, I mean, it's not cool, it's actually pretty warm. This is nice.
It is nice today.